So, hello everyone, and thanks a lot for
Okay.
the second time. I take the opportunity to share with you some reminder that the content here we are showcasing is developed on the 3D Experience Public Cloud for Academia. So you have to know that all the things that we present is possible for any kind of 3D Experience version in 2020X release. But the content we developed in the team, 3DEXPERIENCE Edu Learning Hub, is dedicated for 3DEXPERIENCE Public Cloud for Academia or premises. Okay. Another reminder: we are not experts in each applications we are presenting. Actually, we are just sharing our knowledge. We take during the development of each experience we made in the hub. So my name is Quentin. Sorry, I didn't mention that before. And we today I'm not the only one to present. I'm with Pierre also. So Quentin, I'm working in the team, in the Learning Hub team since 7 years now, developing academic content that I just said before. So some experiences we made on the 3Experience and developing some tutorials and whatever. And today I will do an experience on not CATIA systems, on creative experience. I will showcase how to use, and I will demonstrate how to use the vehicle behavior. So just for the car, in fact. I know that there is other vehicles available on creative experience already done in the library, but just for the car actually. And Pierre, I let you present yourself.
Yes. Hello, everyone. So I'm Pierre Versini. I'm an apprentice from Hayfield with an engineering school from Paris. I work with the team on all of the academic products. So today I will introduce you on how to create a little VR experience on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. With the help of the natural language first and the other VR tool we can find in the Creative Experience app. And after that, I will show you a little demonstration of VR simulation. So I will let Quentin begin.
Okay, thanks a lot. Here's just a visual about what Pierre was showing. Will show, in fact. And at the end, we will try to answer all the questions you may have. So let's start for the first content. Here we are. So let's get started to new fresh scenario on creative experience. So as usual, we start from scratch. 3D experience for academia. Here, okay, this one. And we launch, pretty sure it's Compass, no, Compass, creative experience, you see it? It's available on this role, marketing experience, if I click on this one. Okay, so before anything, the little arrow on the right to see on which tenant I'm working on. Academia Europe, perfect. We launch it. Okay, full screen. It's gonna be better. First things first, color space. You have to look for it. So I'm at a good one. That's perfect. Because we click on the creative experience directly, it has created a real-time experience. Though, so we have to rename it like real-time experience. That's perfect. That's sufficient. Okay. And you see this panel, project panel. We have actors, environment, storytelling, resources, collections, and templates. We're gonna use actor in this session, 3D actor, not 2D, not logic, for instance. Templates, one template, and we are gonna use properties. So sometimes those panel are maybe, I don't remember if it's inside this panel. Yes, sometimes it's here. I prefer to get this here. It's really useful. And sometimes here we have a clear view. That's perfect. Just wanted to change the ambience. Outdoor. Yeah, we are already in outdoor. Oh yeah, okay. Because there is no 3D, for instance. So in 3D Actor, I can import in existing product. So we can imagine that you already created something and you want to import this inside your environment. This is possible, in fact. And if you are, I don't know, modifying your existing product, it will be modifying automatically here in the real-time experience. Okay. So for instance, I just wanted to show you how to create easily from scratch um, an experience on available behavior, in fact. Okay, so here is my, let's say, my first car. We are gonna modify something. Yes, I said car. And so I'm gonna select that. Let's change the color. I don't know, red. Yeah, why not? Red could be the moving part, but I have so many moving parts on the car. Let's say blue. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna modify also his name. So my car here and his length. So it's an abstract. Let's say 2000. Yeah. Okay. Let's go for that. This is my car. We gonna put the driver on it. Let's create geosphere inside. Okay, can I put that here? Can I release that to 200 maybe? Yeah. Let's say it's my driver. Okay. Um, white. Yeah. Okay. I could put something nice on it. Everything is a test here, in fact. Okay. Radius and height. Okay, radius gonna say 200 to have the same radius. Maybe, whoa, it's a bit too many, yeah. And yeah, okay, too much. No, it's okay. This will be my hat, let's say. Okay, great. This way we are able to okay, hat, no hat, yellow, green, yeah, why not? And driver. Okay, I can move this just here in order to see where the driver is gonna go. So I have the driver for my car. I have the hat of my driver. Okay, you see that I'm able to create a kind of tree inside. So wheels, I need some wheels. So I can start from here to create cube. I'm using everything, in fact, to create some features. Okay, you see, perfect. Here's my cube. Problem: this is not this is not a wheel because it's not round, but this will be useful to see the part moving when it turns. 100. Okay, perfect. This is my first wheel. Can I put that? Okay, great. So this is front left wheel. Okay. Let's say black. Yeah. Okay. I duplicate it here. This is back left wheel. Okay. And let's duplicate those two things. Okay. By using Control on the keyboard, you're able to. Okay, this is my front right here. Okay. And here is my back right wheel. Right. Okay. Okay. Here's my car. Wonderful. So, I should put the wheels inside. Okay. Just like that. Perfect. Here's my driver. Okay. I select my car now. I can right click here and add behavior. I can also go in the properties tab and click on that library, and I'm gonna look for car controller. Okay, here's my car controller behavior. Configuration is there. So front left wheel, I'm gonna select front left wheel. Okay, you see that here I'm able to select any 3D if 3Ds are outside. Let me create something. Okay, this is cube. Let's see my car here, my car controller. You see, I'm not able to see the cube here because it's not part of my car. So front left wheel, this is front right, and I'm able to use this button to select back left and back right. Okay, that's great. Just gonna hide this. Okay, perfect. And go back here. Configuration is okay. I can change the speed, but for instance, it's okay. Control, up and down, and left and right, and space to brake. Okay, and advanced configuration. Change the acceleration, deceleration, steering time, the steering angle, and here to keep in the ground, my car. That's cool. How to use it, how to play it. That's so simple. This is a button that I'm sure you asked before. Here you click on that. It's compiling the system, and I'm using my keyboard to move it. Here is my car. Yeah, I know. Great. So now we're gonna test something else. Because I have my car, I want maybe another vehicle, but I'm also able just on the car to create something else. So release that. I'm gonna use that to create a kind of not a road, but a ground to put my path. In fact, here So I'm in Essential tab. I can create a path. Problem, my path is not fixed to the ground. Is fixed, yes, to this ground, but not fixed to the ground of my car. And if I click here, this path will be in the 3D. You see, this is on this plane, so it's not useful. So we're gonna use this cube here to create a kind of ground. So height, let's say 100. Here, let's say no. 1 0 more and 1 0 more. No, 2 0 more maybe. Okay, perfect. Here I grab. Okay. And I will create my path. So here, this is not a cube, this is the road. Perfect. Let's say it's white. Okay, perfect. And I'm gonna create the path. So here, I'm gonna start here, then here, then here, then here, etc. Double click to finish the line, and you see it's on my plane. I'm able to hide also the road again here, okay, to see just my car on this ground. And in fact, to generate my car following this path, I have different options. Let's start from an easy way, because I'm not gonna use the storytelling. So right click here, create a cube, which will be our environment. So here, environment. Okay, perfect. If my, I should put my, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay, I'm gonna put my car inside the road and my road. Okay, my road is attached to the, okay, my path. Okay, perfect. What is that? Okay. Yeah, that's the problem. Here is the problem. So create cube. This will be my environment. Okay. Gray, why not? It doesn't matter. And I'm gonna put my environment here. This way. Can you release that, please? Okay. Oh, this is possible to go outside. Okay. And okay, I understand. So you have to select that. You put that. You have to select that. You put that here. Okay, you have to select before. You don't move something when you didn't select it before. Okay. So now I'm doing some. Okay. Bad stuff. That's great. Gonna hide that. Okay. Perfect. Here I'm right clicking on the car just to create a template editor. Okay. Perfect. Here is my template. Because I have two type of behavior for traffic manager. Here, here. What is that? This is my environment. Can I create and move? Okay, just gonna. Wait, is that just okay? Yeah. Okay. This way I have my road. Yeah. Or I could have not a road. I could have pillar or the start line. Yeah, this could be a start line. Let's say. Okay. Where are you? Here. Okay. Yeah. I know. Okay. Maybe this is the, yes. Let me do that way. Okay, this is the wall behind. Okay, great. And if I move that here to put that on the ground, that's perfect. Okay. This could be, yeah. So let's go back to our environment in traffic manager behavior. Here I can set multiple cars or unique car. Okay, if I use unique car, I add an item and I will select my car. Okay, I select my road, which is my path here. And that's all. Okay, so here, if I press play, you see that? My car is following the road but not on the ground, and I saw that I had to select something, display computed path, project on the ground. So let's get started. It's gonna be better on the ground. No, you don't want on the ground because there is no ground. So if I put that and if I press play, here we are on the ground. Here is my car alone on the road. Okay, this is my start lane. That's very cool. Okay, I can use my template actor here to in fact duplicate the cars without duplicating it here. Okay, so I go inside my environment and I select with and select. I remove my item, okay, by clicking here, and I select multiple items, add item, and here you see that this is car template 3D actor. So my car is here. You see, selected. You can set distribution weight to 1. In fact, it will be the same like before. Wow, I just did 1. Here's the traffic. I just wanted one car, but in fact there is a full lane of car. That's the reason it took time. It took time to compute that. Let me see that. But I will have to give the end to my colleague. Wait, integer. Could put D45. What's wrong with you? Traffic dispersion. Yes, we could say that. Traffic load. Maybe that. Yeah, let's say maybe that. Can I just what is you want? Okay. I'm also discovering the stuff. Okay, you see, there's just one car, but I released that. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so now you saw that you can create some behaviors, some traffic management, and you can have a look on so many different application you want to use. So here we can imagine that you have your own car. You select the wheels you have on your car by opening it. I didn't show this, but maybe it could be useful to have it. Let's say, okay, just for the finish, just to finish it, let me open the car that I already have in my collapse phase, just to show you how it's working with the real physical product that you already have on the platform. Sorry. Okay. And let's see. Hardcore seems to be it seems to be complete. Okay. Yeah. This should be okay. Maybe I should check the parent. Okay. Okay. Here is my car. And on the ground, that's perfect. Okay. And in fact, where is that? Can you hide this, please? Okay. Okay. Sorry. Here is my physical product, so you have to go inside by exploring it. Now I'm able to select the wheels, so I go deeper inside. I'm gonna expose that because I want to hide them, and I'm gonna expose each wheel. Okay, here expose, 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 and expose. Okay, now I'm done. And in fact, my car has the four breakers for brakes. Okay, that I gotta hide. And here the four wheels. So now you have to do it again. So right click, add library, car, control. And I'm gonna select front right, back right, and back left. Okay, up and down, that's cool. It will run, okay. And you see my car here, turning the wheels. Okay, the two cars are running. You see that there is interaction with with them. Sorry. So I hope you enjoyed the first part of this webinar. Thanks a lot for watching this first part on the creative experience and creating behavior on car. And you understand that there is some physics available on this application, and it will allow you to create some experience with this physics. So I let you discover it, and I let you also share if you want us to create some other webinars on it. I give the hand to Pierre if you want to share some things before I launch the video. Pierre, you want to say something?
I think you will discover everything in the video, so if you want to launch it.
Okay, so I launched the part 2 with VR extra.
Welcome everybody. I will take the next part of this webinar. So in this part I will show you how to create a little experience, a little VR assembly experience in the Creative Experience apps on the 3DEXPERIENCE platform. So first of all, I have created for this exercise a little environment with some parts. I have bring some parts on this nice table. So now that we have all those parts, we will do 2 steps to create our little experience. The first one will be to prepare all the parts, prepare the trigger zones, and prepare all the things we need in the environment to show the user what to do and to show him how he can do that. So here we have some spare parts that we will mount on the full submarine you can see here. So as you can see, the submarine is still fully assembled now, so we will hide some parts. In fact, we will hide those parts to assemble them later. So for that you can go into the free. I have here the submarine assembly, correspond to this one. You can open that and just search the parts you need and hide them. For example, I need to hide the propeller shroud here and the tail cone top. I have also parts in the inner body of the submarine. For example, I have this control plane here, the Model 4. I can hide it, and on the front of the sub I have one other parts, the nose cone top here. I need to rename it. To find it later. So now we have hide the parts we need to assemble. Now we will need to show the user where the part goes. So for that we will duplicate the submarine and apply to it something like clear material. I call it the ghost material, to have a transparent model over the real model just to show where the part will go. I will show you that. So right click on the submarine assembly and click duplicate. So now we have two submarines. The second one is just here. I will bring his parts. So this is the same submarine, but I will happily to hit a little material. So for that you can go into the essential or rendering panel, and you can click on create material. In this create material we have a bibliothèque, a library of different material, and I will take the gradient one to create this transparent material for our second submarine. So click on create. And now we can open the material palette. Select the gradient material and apply it on the submarine assembly number 2. So now, as you can see, we have the first submarine in blue and the ghost submarine under it. We will show where the parts need to go. It is just a visual indication for the user to bring to put the parts into good place. After that, we need a third step to this before we can create the scenario. We will need to create some trigger zone. So what are those trigger zones? In fact, those triggers will be a little cylinder or a little cube who will help us to know when the user do something. For example, in this case, I will use those zones to detect when the user put the part in his place. For example, I will create a little zone here to detect when the user bring the part in it. So when the part will touch the zone, it will detect it and bring the next action to the user. So to create this, I will first hide the second submarine to have better visibility. And after that I will go in the assembly panel and click on the create cylinder triggers. We have more shapes, but I will here use the cylinder parts. The first zone I will create will be for this part, so it will be on the front of the submarine. So just go on it, and I will use this to snap my cylinder. So first we want something little. I will put 15mm zone, and we want it to be something like 100mm in length. Perfect. So now you can see the trigger zone has been created. You can. So when the parts will be on this trigger zone, it will detect the entry of the parts, and it will bring the next action. I can make it bigger, I think. It's a little thin. I will redo it to have a better zone. So check the create cylinder trigger zone, apply it, and create it. Perfect. So for the second part, I will use the same method. So I will create a cylinder trigger zone. I have some issue now because the submarine won't be used to snap my points, but I will cheat a little. I will use the point on the front of the sub. The same, so 13 millimeters. And I will bring it to the back of the sub. So now we have the second zone that have been created. So now we can do it for the other two parts, but I will go to the next step and create the scenario for those two parts. So in first I will go in the storytelling panel. After that I will click on the create scenario tools. It will open up a new window. In this window we will create a new paragraph, and in this paragraph we have some sort of code, we'll say. In fact it is called a natural language, so it's very not difficult to use. You will just have to click on, for example, this condition, and there is a list of action possible you can do. So for the first part, I want to detect when the user take this part, and and when you do this, I want the ghost part of the submarine to appear to show him where to put the part. So now I will hide those parts. So first we need a conditional operator, so I will use the each time, because each time the user will take this part, the action will begin. So when he takes these parts, so this part is called Noscon top. It is this one, and I want the action to launch when the part is clicked. So I will say action clicked. So now when the user clicked, we can do something. So we will to the ghost part to appear. So we'll search for the part. I don't have rename it, but I will find it in the tree. It's a little error. You will want to rename all of your part to find those more easily. So now I can see it is this one. No, it is this one. So when the user takes the part, I want the ghost part to shows. So I will click on shows. So now my first action is complete. I can try it on the VR, but I will make the other step. So the second step is to detect when the user put the part on the right place. So I will bring the cylinder, the trigger zone, to see it, and I will say I will use if this time, but I can also use each time. So I will search for the trigger zone in this. So this is the first one. So now I wanted to detect the entry of the part. So I will click on the detect of the entry off. And now I will select my part with here. And when doesn't detect the entry of this part, it will hide the part in the end of the user, and it will show the part, the real part on the submarine. So I will make an end, because we have two actions here. And click shows. So now when the user will put the parts on this zone, the ghost part, oh, I forget that, I need another end to hide also the ghost part of the submarine. Okay. So now, when the user will put the parts here, the part in his hand, this one will disappear. This one will disappear too. So like that, and the real one, so this one, will appear. When you are in VR, it takes no time to do that. It's very seamless, so you won't notice the part who disappear and the part who appears. It will be very natural in the VR experience. So as you can see, the app is very easy to use. You can create content very easily. For example, for this section we have only 2 lines on our scenario. we will create the same lines for the other parts, and after that we can test all of this in VR with a simple click on the play button of the Creative Experience app.
So now, as you can see, I am in the VR simulation. So here I can see my two hands. Here I have all the spare parts. I have done here the full assembly. I have prepared all the parts to have a more complete simulation. So how does it work? I can just take a part, for example, the bottom part. I can just take it. As you see, when I have grabbed this part, the ghost shape of the part have appeared. So now I can just place it, and it's done. It's a simple way to assemble this submarine. I can do this with all the parts. So take the part, the ghost parts appear, and I can just place it in its place to have it perfectly assembled. So I can do this also with the front parts. So just take it, align it, and place it. It's very intuitive, and it's a smooth experience. It's very nice to see the full submarine like in real life. And it's a good exercise to practice the build of the submarine. This build is very simple. It's the base of the submarine, but you can create a more advanced way of building. For example, here to not have to assemble all the control planes, I just create an animation. When I place one, all the planes built automatically on the submarine. As you can see, the submarine is now complete.
This little demonstration is now done, so I hope you have enjoyed it. And now I will take some questions in live with the rest of the team. Thank you.
Thanks a lot again for joining us on this webinar. I think that's the end for all of us. Just a reminder, no worries, we are able to answer some questions after that. The post on the community is still there, so I'm able also to answer 2 questions on it, so do not hesitate to continue asking here. Bye bye, and see you later.
Thank you.